We start thinking about jobs in quarter number 4 if you're in business. And of course, President Obama wakes up this morning thinking about jobs, waiting patiently for his jobs bill to pass. But if you are of foreign descent, if you do business overseas, this news may not come as such a surprise to you as maybe it did to me. And this is according to the International Monetary Fund. 2012, according to the International Monetary Fund, unemployment in the G7 nations should remain unchanged at 7.5%. The Eurozone job market will see modest improvements, going to 9.86 unemployment in 2012 from 9.94 in 2011. So again, the International Monetary Fund saying that things should stay steady. Countries with high government expenditures as part of GDP and countries that are highly leveraged have the weakest labor markets. Low-cost labor nations serving the U.S. and European consumers are some of the best labor markets around. The following, and we're going to do this, go through nation by nation to you, is a look at the global job market for 2012. For example, Spain's job market will slightly improve from the 20.7% unemployment rate in 2011. It's next year, it won't be that much better, but it will improve according to the IMF, dipping to 19.7. Greece will see unemployment rise, according to the IMF, from 16.5% to 18.5% next year. For example, in Portugal, their labor market will shed more jobs next year. Unemployment is seen rising more than 1%, from 12.2% this year to 13.35%. France will do a little better than the U.S. in hiring. Next year's unemployment is seen at 9.15% compared with the 9.5%, very comparable to the United States this year. So we talked about Spain, we talked about Portugal, we talked about Greece, talked about France. The USA, according to the IMF, if President Obama's jobs bill passes muster with the Republicans, it might lower the jobless rate more. According to some studies for the IMF, 2012 unemployment seen at a stubborn 9.04%, barely below current levels. So we're all waiting to see, especially Obama supporters, especially Obama critics, especially us as Americans, what's going to happen with President Obama's jobs bill. The United Kingdom, the UK, will continue to lose jobs, with unemployment rising slightly to 7.8% in 2012. Unemployment expected to drop to under 5%. It is under 5% this year, but will drop slightly. China. Beijing is more concerned with full employment than inflation. Next year's unemployment numbers won't be any different than the 4% unemployment in the past 20 years. Mexico's unemployment looks a lot like Southeast Asia. It'll likely end the year at 4.5% and fall again next year to 3.9%. Again, these are according to where the jobs will be lost in 2012, according to statistics based from the International Monetary Fund.